Welcome to Kidswear Therapy Podcast, brought to you by Pirouette Media. If you enjoy listening, please remember to follow, like, or even review us wherever it is you listen. Kidswear Therapy is a safe space to discuss the ups and the downs, the positives and the irritations of the kidswear industry. So join Linda and myself and our wonderful guests on Kidswear Therapy. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning, Katie.
You sound so much more upbeat than me.
Well, it's a bit of a grey day here, so it's not fantastic, but...
Yeah, but you were at a good party though, weren't you?
I was. Very special. Sam McKnight, hairstylist extraordinaire, celebrated his 70th birthday. And we have a fab party with lots of celebrities and lots of old friends. And I've known Sam from the very beginning of his career. So I go back, 40 odd years with him. He's been 50 years in the business, exactly. And so it was a collection of people that he's known right from the very beginning up to now. Well, celebrities, everything, banging loud music, too loud for me. I retreated
It looks
to the
so
corners.
glamorous though, Linda. I was actually spying it on my phone before we were doing this.
Oh, have you? Everyone that was there, Stella McCartney, Tom Ford.
Yeah, you had Naomi Campbell, Kate Moss, and Linda McLean.
I didn't see Naomi.
I just saw her on the gram.
And me. And I know you love a goodie bag.
Oh, I love a goodie bag. Oh, you got
Sam
hair
McKnight's
products.
Cool Girl products.
Oh, so nice.
So-
Oh, that's fantastic.
it
Is
was-
that why
it
your
was
hair is looking so
partly-
good, Linda?
Oh, yeah. It was partly to celebrate that, and also for his products, obviously, which are fantastic anyway. Hair by Sam McKnight. So, yeah, I had a good time. I saw lots of old friends.
You
And
glamorous.
it was at Le Môme in the Berkeley Street Hotel, which is super swish and just renovated and fabulous hotel now. So a good time was had by all.
Gosh,
And
I'm
we
well
all
gel
love
again.
Sam.
Gel. Well, gel.
Well, Jill. But we're not here to talk about my party habits, are we?
No.
We're here to talk about what's coming up and what Pirouette has exciting plans for.
Yeah. So I've been really busy, Linda.
It seems like it. Yeah.
Yeah, so Pirouette has a piazza with our Pirouette directory brands this time at Pitti Bimbo. So
Wow.
we've been working with our brands on a really special curated space. So now we have 9 brands. In total, we have Goldie and Ace, we have Pad Mod, Raspberry Plum, Young Souls. I can't believe I started to list this. This was such a silly idea.
Well,
God,
that's
where
a
am I?
few. We'll come
Okay,
back
okay.
to the others later, shall we?
Yeah.
Well,
And
this is novel. This is really fantastic, new concept.
yeah.
And you're bringing in really high fashion kidswear brands as well. Names that we haven't seen for a few years at Pitti.
Yeah, it's part of an initiative to kind of show, so they're coming back to the show. We've got new brands to the show, but we've also got some fantastic collections coming back to the show. And we're showing it in like a really boutique way. It's meant to be like a little bit of a concierge kind of way in the fact that we're looking after them. The branding of the Piazza as well is that, there's not one brand that's just got their aesthetic on it. Their products are doing the talking,
Yeah.
it's like, it's very elevated, and yeah, I'm really excited. It's a huge amount of work, and it's like one of those ones where
Yeah.
you're suddenly in it and you're like, oh my goodness, what have I
Yeah.
taken on here? But
Yeah,
But
why
I'm
did I do this?
yeah, but then in the same respect, I've just come off like a call with Alana from Goldie and Ace, and that's like there's going to be their first time at the show, and
I'm
also.
looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah, they're a fantastic brand, and they were saying like how Europe as well has just been such a promising market for them, and they're so excited about being there, and just really open minded as well. Like, you know, it's like just, I guess that's the idea, isn't it? And that's what Pitti are trying to do at the moment. Is they're trying to look at like the bigger picture, the communication, you know, the relationships, you know, that you create, you know, with your long-lasting relationships. So that's what we're trying to do, and always with really good brands that can give you good products as well, and they deliver to these brands.
Yeah,
so.
I've noticed with Pitti, their Instagram's ticked up a lot lately. It's become a lot more informative, helpful for buyers and things like that. And also they're focusing more on the brands that they have at the exhibition.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. So they have somebody new that's working on it as well.
yeah.
So they are seeing the communication of like the knowledge of what people are looking for that's attractive, and also in a kind of, I guess, a bit more of a funky way, you know, of communicating. You can see with their reels as well, it's like just a little bit more accessible. So that's really good. So yeah, so things are changing, and also with it, you know, as if we didn't have enough to do, I've worked really hard to bring runway back.
Yay!
Yay! So like all the feedback that I was getting from buyers and visitors and everything like that is that, and yourself, you know, from the press, is that we're just really missing that runway event. I mean, it's not going to be, you know, like in the big runway area, like the old runway area. Maybe that's next time, Linda, is next edition. It will be in the hubbub of everything in the main pavilion, and it will be beside the Piazza Pirouette. The theme of it as well is like, you know, with, I guess, with things I like to do as well, is like, I want to keep kids as well, you know, and you know, so we are doing, the idea of it is, the concept is Mama's shopping list. So it's all market based, and two children that are taking Mama's shopping list, and there's some surprises coming out of what's on Mama's shopping list. So it should be super cute.
And the theme for Pitti this time is bikes, isn't it? Which kind of fits in with going shopping and things like that anyway.
Yeah, so exactly, going shopping on their bikes. So we have at the back of our piazza, I have like a content creation area which can be used, you know, by anyone, if I'm not in it. But we've got two bicycles with like a big LED screen that's got the back of a video of Florence, you know, in the background, so you can
lovely.
ride on the bikes.
Like you can fake
Yes,
cycling around Florence.
Yeah, because you know I would never really do
Lovely.
that, Linda. Fake it to make it. So we've got two bikes. So our kids, that'll be in the show as well. So that's really good. But obviously, I'm going to be there from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock doing interviews on the bikes, so that if any brands want to come by and pop in and do their pitch. But I'm only doing an hour,
And
because
that's actually
it's
the quieter time, 10
Yeah.
to 11, isn't it?
Yeah,
By
it's-
11, a lot of people who might come down from Milan or other places in Italy for the day on the train, it
Yeah.
starts to fill up with them around 11, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, well, the idea of this little installation as well is we had a huge success with the lemon wall, when people could actually get, you know, when people could write on the wall, or it was interactive, and, you know, obviously I didn't need to be there. They were filming and doing their own things when they were there.
Yeah.
But it was like, that's the idea, is that people also can use it, or I don't know if we've got any of the little models and things that go around the show, or content creators or anything
Well, I think
like that.
one
They
of
can
them
use
just
it.
contacted me the other day. I must get back to them on Instagram. So one of the boys we met last season, the mum contacted me. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be there.
Yeah, I think they will be there, and I think all this stuff is really good. You know, it's like the more people can share, and the more buzz that we can.
But also
create.
with Instagram, you need so much content. And one of the things that Pitti doesn't always have is a good area for Instagram content. So this sounds fantastic.
Yeah, well, thank you. Because to be honest, that's exactly why we've created it. Is to have that point as well, and also, and it's irrespective of us. We'll film there for an hour, or
Yeah.
or different things, but everybody can get on there and use it, and it's with the bike themes. So, yeah, so I'm really excited. So it's very busy. There's just there's some great brands. I also think
Let's list a few more, because we did some at the beginning, and then we'll put a little list on the
yeah. So
Instagram
there's
post anyway. But
yeah. So
yeah,
also I think the ones I missed. There's Sticky Lemon.
yeah.
There is Bonnie Mob. There is Docatot as well. Lisa
Oh,
from
I love
Docatot.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going to be there. I'll put a
It's
list
a
on,
bit
but
like an Oscar speech, isn't it? It
oh my
was like
God, I know.
remember
And I want to thank
names.
Richard, and I want to thank Lisa, and I want to
Yeah.
thank Valeria
Emily.
and Emily.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I do want to thank Emily. Thank you,
That's
Emily. You're
that's
doing a
what I was
great job.
thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, Emily's been on the casting. She's had casting, Linda. It
Oh
is.
yeah.
You know how, yeah, it's like I kind of forgot what a chore it is, really. So thank you, Emily, for taking on that chore.
Well, I'm really excited. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, and I cannot wait to show everybody the Piazza Pirouette and also our runway show, Mama's shopping list. And I might try and speak a little bit of Italian, Linda. I'm thinking about it. No,
Yeah,
I'm
why
thinking.
not?
Do you know what I'm thinking, right? So
Yeah.
watch out, Enrico, you're going to get a message because I'm thinking I've got 2 weeks to get just a little phrase or something like that to introduce the runway show.
Ah,
What do you
okay.
think?
Yeah, I think that'd be fantastic.
As long as I don't accidentally say something offensive. I think I might get him to help me write it and then might get him to check it. That's it, isn't it?
No, but there's something else, isn't there?
What is there?
There's the directory.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, so get yourselves on the directory. So basically, a lot of what we're doing with this, it's all for directory brands and listed brands. So that's why I created the directory. Is all all different businesses in kids fashion and lifestyle, and I'm going to be working to kind of get different events, initiatives, just lots of different things to do, but it's only going to be available really for our listed partners. So get listed, guys, on the directory, the Pirouette directory.
It encompasses the kids' universe, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's everything in kidswear. The stylists, the photographers, the PRs, everything.
Yeah, my
The
aim for it,
brands.
because it's something that I'm working on in the background. But my aim really for it is to be like that, is to be like you go and you search and it, you can find everything from a pop-up shop location, to, that's what we've built. Obviously we're trying to get on board people at the moment, but the idea of it is that launching the community aspect of it as well and testing it with our Piazza brands, because we have groups. I can form a group within our community aspect, which then I just notify the group and it just sends out a notification, but it's only to invited people in that group.
You're so busy.
Yeah, but yeah, well, it's funny.
You know that emoji where the head's going poof and the steam's coming out.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, isn't it? I think there's just so many ways to do business nowadays, and it's difficult. There's tricky times in different markets, right? But I do believe that kids fashion, you're only going to have more kids. It's never So I think it's just finding different avenues, and. Yeah, I'm kind of going into it again, the bigger picture of everything. But
I think it would be really nice if Europe comes back to the forefront, because the last few years it's been about America, hasn't it? And New York being the best place for business and everything. And kind of Trump screwing that up big time. So, I mean, I think if the focus comes back into Europe, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, and so it's really interesting. I was just talking to someone then, right, who was saying, because if you manufacture in China, okay, of course, it is an absolute nightmare. But interesting enough, the people that have struggled, which actually manufacture in, I don't know, Peru or they manufacture in Portugal and things, that have struggled because their price point is quite high because of it.
Yeah.
They're actually quite excited,
Yeah.
apparently,
Yeah.
on the other side of it, because they're like, well, this is our time now, because we've not got the
Interesting.
so
Yeah.
because it's kind of, I guess it's pushing up the price and the orders on everything else, So it might be down here, but something else goes up. But there's always avenues. But I agree with you. I think this could be like a bit of growth in Europe as well. At the moment, it's very difficult to invest in the American market. Obviously, things change every single day with this at the moment, and he frightens everybody. What was it like? It was 110% or something like that people were going to be paying on it. Yeah. But actually, the reality is that the brands are not having to do that. But you can't living a life like that where you're going up and down. So maybe, I don't know. Everybody's got to go where they can find the business. That's
absolutely.
I guess that's one last thing is like, I guess before we kind of finish up as well, because this has probably become a much longer podcast than we'd actually envisaged, was I always say to people at the moment, a bit of advice, right? Put down your creative hat, okay? Put on your business hat. Like, I think still now brands and people will still be trying to think, oh, shall I make an extra load of stickers that I hand out? Shall I do this? Shall I just... No, don't do it. Contact people. Use what you've got and contact them. Research your buyers. You just put down your creative hat and put on your business hat. That's my biggest advice to everybody just now. You've got 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks till the show. Like, this is not the time to be creating. This is your business time. So there you go. So I'm preaching again, Linda.
Well, I can't wait to see you out there. It's been too long.
I can't wait to see you too. And I don't know what I'm going to do though, because I always look like a tomato in the. Maybe that's why I've made it market themed. Because it's so hot, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. The summer is super hot out there.
Yeah.
And look at me. I'm as pale can be. I'd struggle in the heat. On the other hand, you have beautiful Florence and beautiful sunshine. I mean, so many women look fantastic if they're tanned and they've got little strappy dresses on. I mean, it's a dream, isn't it?
Yeah, but then I think you really style it out though, Linda. You always have lovely looks in Italy. So, yes.
Yeah.
English Rose.
English Rose is covered. We'll see you soon.
Oh my
2
goodness.
weeks away.
Oh, I have so much
not
to
long.
do. Yep.
Okay then.
Thank you for listening. Remember, you can continue the conversation in the Pirouette Directory forums at pirouettedirectory.com. If you've enjoyed our podcast and want to show some love, you can leave us a rating or review wherever it is you listen right now. Kidswear Therapy is a Pirouette Media production.